What we found when we went in the room, the conference room, and asked for a briefing about what happened and what the reaction has been was a total team commitment and team effort. I want to thank the men and women who have been working 24/7 since this awful sabotage occurred a little over a week ago. They have really dedicated themselves to the safety of our airline traffic as well as to restoring the operations back to where we want them to be. It has been a heroic effort. We were taken down to take a look at the room where the fire took place. You have an image in your mind, I'm sure, but when you see it, it is just stunning that this fire and the smoke and soot that came from it created such havoc in this technical, sensitive equipment that people rely on for the safety of airlines and the safety of our lives. It was an incredible act of sabotage against this system in terms of what it does to serve America. The quick response of the men and women with the Federal Aviation Administration, the air traffic controllers and PAS, has brought us to where we are today. There are two levels of concern. How quickly will we restore service to what it used to be? There's a system that the administrator can explain to you, which involves handoffs to other centers. He can talk about this in better ways than I can. But that system today appears to be reaching that level of normal operations, and the sooner the better. Doing it in the safest possible way, but with, again, an amazing effort. 176 air traffic controllers and other professionals who have moved over to these other centers around the Midwest so they can continue the operations. We are anxious to hit a target date of October 13th for the complete restoration of services here. I hope we can exceed it and be in operations even sooner. Now the job is up to us in Washington at the congressional level and at the executive level as well to make sure all the resources are here for the FAA to get this job done professionally and quickly. Secondly, to learn lessons involving security, lessons involving what we're going to do in the future when we face this kind of a challenge, not just in making certain that all the planes are brought to safe landings on the ground, but then a quick restoration of services. I'm going to let my colleague, Senator Kirk, acknowledge one approach that he has in mind. But what we need to have is not only the safety of airlines in the air when this occurs, but a quick restoration of services. The second part has not been executed or planned or funded at this point for future challenges. Now it's up to us in Washington to work together at all levels on a bipartisan basis to find the funds and to execute the plans. There are a lot of things that we learned today, but I'll remember for a long time that stunning visual image of one of these racks, these computers, just a charred mass of cables, black cables, and then looking down on the ground where this man lifted the tiles off of the floor, reached in and cut cables, and you see the black mass that exists there today. It was an amazing and just heartbreaking devastation that led to this moment.